In Slavic and Baltic mythology, there is a fern that produces delicate flowers during the summer solstice. It's called the fern flower. It's said it had to bloom around midnight and die before the sun rises. While in bloom, it's said it had to shine with a gold, purple, or blue glow. It's believed to bring in good fortune and wealth to whoever finds the flower, and can grant a number of magical abilities if a petal is placed under the tongue. It's said to be guarded by evil spirits, and one legend has it that you should never look back when taking a flower home. In one local tale, a boy lost his cow in the woods and accidentally he stepped on a fern flower. Once he stepped on it, he began to have visions of hidden treasures and paths leading to things he desired, such as his lost cow. Once he found his cow, he went home, and when he went to bed, the petal of the fern flower that had stuck to him fell onto the ground, wilted, and died. Once this happened, the visions faded and the boy's mind went blank, causing him to forget everything he saw, much like waking from a dream. Ferns aren't flowering plants, though there are some flowering plants with fern-like leaves, such as the fern-leaved corydalus or Pacific bleeding heart. There are also some types of ferns that appear to produce flowers, such as the royal fern. Though these aren't true flowers, they are sporangia in tight clusters called fertile fronds. From what the legend describes, I believe this fern flower, were it real, would in fact be a flowering plant that simply has fern-like leaves. The description of the flower is very similar to that of the moonflower, which blooms only at night and also has been reported to glow in the dark. The story of the boy who stepped on one and other reports of gaining magical powers from placing a petal under the tongue seem to suggest the pollen has a hallucinogenic property, perhaps much like the hallucinogenic effects of mad honey produced by bees collecting pollen from rhododendron flowers, which overstimulate the central nervous system and causing, among other symptoms, an altered state of consciousness lasting several hours. If they were real, how would we go about caring for these plants in our garden? First off, according to the legend, it's always found in forests. The areas that have tails of these plants have moderate to temperate climates, so we could probably expect it to prefer nutrient-rich soil. The lighting conditions that would be best for it would likely be dappled light, given the temperate forests tend to be more open than tropical forests due to the trees growing lower to the ground. The fern flower would likely prefer temperatures between 66 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit and could handle harsh winters. While it could probably be grown indoors, the strong hallucinogenic effects of the pollen would make this ill-advised. According to the tale, a single petal, likely carrying pollen, was enough to cause vivid visions. Just imagine what a whole flower releasing its pollen in a closed room could do. Like the moonflower, you'd likely want to keep bright light, such as that from a flashlight, off the plant during the time it's about to bloom. As like the moonflower, this could prevent it from blooming. So if you ever find a fern flower, don't pick it. Instead, place a cloth under the fern and delicately shake the plant until the flower falls on the cloth. Then wrap it in the cloth and take it home. And be sure not to look back as you head home.